Jerusalem may be considering handing over to Ukraine Russian-made weapons that the Israel Defense Forces IDF captured as spoils of war. This initiative was put forward by Israeli Deputy Foreign Minister Sharon Haskel at a meeting with Ukrainian Ambassador Yevgeny Kornichuk. The details were published on the embassy's official Facebook account. During the meeting, the ambassador thanked his interlocutor for the offer to transfer to Ukraine Russian-made weapons that the IDF captured in Lebanon or in other places from Israel's enemies, the statement said. The diplomats emphasized that such a step would be an acknowledgement of the existence of common threats to Ukraine and Israel. This primarily concerns military cooperation between Moscow and Iran and its proxies in the region. Such friendship between two aggressive regimes is a threat to the national security of both Ukraine and Israel. The final decision regarding the transfer of weapons has not yet been made. In the fall of 2024, Israel launched a military operation in southern Lebanon against the Hezbollah group. During this operation, the Israeli military discovered significant stockpiles of Russian weapons in the militants' underground storage facilities. According to the IDF, about 60 to 70% of the seized weapons were Russian-made. These are modern Kornet anti-tank missile systems, short-range Metis, Konkurs, Fagot, and Malyutka missiles, etc. Some of the weapons found were manufactured in 2022. Apparently, they fell into the hands of Hezbollah via Syria. There is also reason to believe that Moscow was aware of the final recipient of its weapons. In October, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced the discovery of advanced Russian weapons in Hezbollah's possession. The head of the Israeli government emphasized in his conversation with the media that, according to a UN Security Council resolution from 2006, only the Lebanese army is allowed to possess weapons in the area south of the crucial Litani River. However, in this area, Hezbollah has dug hundreds of tunnels and caches where we have just found a quantity of state-of-the-art Russian weapons, Netanyahu stated. He added that a new civil war in Lebanon would be a tragedy. It is certainly not our aim to provoke one. Israel does not intend to interfere in Lebanon's internal affairs, the Israeli Prime Minister assured.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived in Switzerland on Tuesday to attend the World Economic Forum in Davos. According to Associated Press, Zelensky is scheduled to speak at the gathering later on Tuesday. He is also expected to hold bilateral talks with world leaders and business sphere representatives, his press service said. Russian forces in annexed Crimea Peninsula have repurposed underground submarine base for military purposes, Ukraine's Atesh guerrilla movement reported on Telegram app on January 20. Atesh agents recorded that Russian occupiers in Balaklava Bay are reinforcing naval engineering barriers designed to protect against unmanned boats and sabotage groups. "We are actively searching for weak points in this defense," the statement reads. The group added that Russian forces have also resumed using the old underground submarine base for military purposes, which previously functioned as a museum. This facility is an underground complex in Balaclava capable of sheltering submarines, repairing and maintaining them, Atesh partisans explained. The group confirmed they had shared intelligence about the facility with the Ukrainian Defense Forces, noting that their allies know how to organize surprises for the occupiers. In yet another operation last week, Atesh Group revealed the location of Russian military boats on Crimea during a reconnaissance mission. According to the partisans, the base is currently conducting equipment preparation and training for the personnel. Earlier, the group reported that Russia was deploying additional air defense systems in Crimea to defend key military targets in the peninsula. On January 20, Russian war correspondents reported that in the Bolshoi-Soldotskoye area, 3 DPRK soldiers, for reasons still unknown, killed 5 of Putin's Marines. This joyful event took place on January 13. Kim's soldiers are still on the run. Their photos are published by local law enforcement officers from Kursk region. At the same time, the leaflet states in black and white that the murder was committed by servicemen from the DPRK, not Tuvans, about whom the Kremlin loves to talk so much, claiming that there are allegedly no Kim soldiers in the Russian Federation. The leaflet also says that the killers are armed and very dangerous. They may be in the Oryol, Kursk, Bryansk and Belgorod regions. The day before, the American press wrote that Kim's soldiers were also seen violating international rules of warfare. In Kursk, they, like Putin's soldiers, also shot Ukrainian servicemen who wanted to surrender. Journalists from the Wall Street Journal report that the Human Rights Foundation has studied in detail the documents confiscated by the Ukrainian armed forces from North Korean soldiers. One of them states that they shot those who wanted to surrender as a sign of revenge for the death of their comrades on the battlefield in the Kursk region.